So we'll go to chapter 20, monopoly. Are you there?
Yes.
What? What is a monopoly? A pure monopoly exists when just one producer supplies the market. However, there is also a legal monopoly. In some countries, if a firm has 25% or more of a market, it is said to be a monopolist. Pure monopolies are not common, but they do exist. For example, in some countries, pure monopolies operate in the water and wheel industries. In some markets, there might be local monopoly. This is where one firm supplies an entire local market in the way a village shop might be the only shop in the village. So when we talk about monopoly, basically we're talking about one supplier of good in that market, one supplier of service in that market. That's what monopoly is. Are you with me?
Clear.
It's clear, right?
It's clear.
Okay, great. So most of the time we have monopoly in strategic industry, like the railway, the water, the electricity. Like Libya, there's monopoly of electricity. There's monopoly in electricity here because electricity is supplied by the General Electric Company of Libya, GECO. So there's monopoly of electricity here. I think it's clear.
Clear.
All right, so we'll go to the features of monopoly. One business dominates the market. So in markets dominated by one seller, a monopoly is said to exist. So if the market is dominated by, that means there's only one business that sells or that dominates the market. It's the only supplier in the market, and there's monopoly in that market.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes, but that means I can be the price maker for that market as well.
Yeah, we get there. Well, at least the first feature or characteristic of the monopoly is the dominance. The dominance. That means one business dominating in the market. That's an example of monopoly. Two, unique products.
Clear.
A product supplied by monopolies will be highly differentiated. There will not be another exactly like it. So we call it monopoly because it's the product sold in that market is differentiated from any other product. That means in that market, there's only one product available in that market, and the product is being produced by that firm. Get the point? There's a market. In that market, there's only one firm existing in that market, and whatever the firm produces in that market is seen as differentiated from others. They won't be the same again. Do you get it or I repeat?
You have to be.
It is a monopoly because it is the only firm in that market. The firm makes the market.
Clear.
You know, the combination of firms makes a market. The combination of firms make a market. But now,
Yes.
there's no other firms. It is only one firm that makes the market. That is why it's a monopoly.
Ah, okay.
Clear?
Clear.
Price maker. Because it's the only one in the market, it decides the price. It fixes the price. It fixes the quantity. Clear?
Clear.
Barriers to entry. Without barrier to entry, there won't be monopoly in the first place. Do you get what I'm saying? There's no free entry, no free exit.
That's barriers.
Yeah. So if there were free entry and exit, there wouldn't be monopoly at the beginning.
Yeah.
Do you get my point or not?
Oh, I guess.
Are you there?
Yes.
All right. So monopolies often exist because competition is discouraged. In some markets, there are obstacles that prevent a new entrant from trying to compete. So what are the types of obstacles? What are the types of barriers that comes up with monopoly? The first one, legal barriers. Are you there?
Oh, yeah.
For legal barriers, we're talking about the law. That means the government makes it the way it is. So government ensures that it can only give a contract to just one firm. So any other firms will not be able to get from government except for that firm. As a result, that firm becomes a monopoly through the government.
Understand it, mister.
You don't understand, right?
Yes.
I'll explain again. Let's, for example, government, there's a company, let's say there's a company ABC. Are you with me?
Okay.
And there's a company
I'm here.
C, company FYX, and the rest. What they do is
Okay.
they build schools. Okay, this is what they do. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
All right. But the government chooses construction company ABC to continue to work with it for the next 10 to 20 years. So
Okay.
that means all the other businesses that construct schools, that build schools, will not be able to work with the government except construction company ABC. Yes or no?
Yes.
That is what we call legal barriers. So government decided
Okay.
to choose one out of many and continue to use it.
Clear.
Is it clear now?
Clear.
All right. So we call it legal barrier because it is from the government. Do you get the point here?
It's like a government
Yes. So
regulation.
yeah, so that's a legal barrier. Patent, which is a license. They said the patent is a license that prevents firms copying the design of a new product or new piece of technology. The new product developer can be the sole supplier in the market for a period of up to 20 years. This allows the firm to charge a higher price and cover the cost of research and development. Patents are common in the pharmaceutical industry, where firms are allowed to sell new drugs or medicine without competition. Therefore, patents encourage R&D. For patents, it is based on research and development. So, and you know, for research and development, a lot of money is invested in research and development. Yes or no?
Yes.
So for governments to encourage research and development, which is in line with the social trend, government will allow you, as soon as you develop a new product or as soon as you develop a new service, you'll be the one in charge for as long as possible. So nobody will sell or nobody will duplicate or copy the same product until a specific period of time where you have recovered your cost of research and development.
So, Mister, if anyone copies this product or
It's
anything got to
illegal.
do with it,
It's illegal.
it's illegal.
Yeah. Do you know why government does this?
This is a form of copyright, Mister, right?
Yes. Do you know why government does it?
Why?
Because they want to encourage businesses to come up with new ideas, new developments. But when
They
you are
don't. They
not
don't want to.
when you are not protected, all your money will go to a waste.
People will steal your ideas.
Yeah. Is it clear?
Clear.
Marketing budgets. Monopolies often have strong brand names. This makes it difficult for new entrants to compete because their product will be unfamiliar and may not be trusted by consumers. Dominant firms often spend large amounts of money on advertising to strengthen their brand names. So another reason why there is monopoly is that the amount of money they have to spend in advertisement. So large businesses spend a lot of money on advertisement that scares the small businesses from even going to the market. Do you get it or not?
I don't get it.
Marketing budget is about how much more you spend on advertisements.
Okay.
So for large businesses, they have the financial capability to invest so much on advertisement. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
For large businesses.
yeah, as a result of that, smaller businesses become scared to go into such markets because they don't have the financial capability. So naturally, they become a monopoly.
They can't compete.
Yes.
Clear.
Is it clear?
Clear.
Technology. Advancement in technology makes it difficult for some firms, especially smaller firms, to be able to purchase this equipment. Are you with me? Hello?
Mister, your voice just went silent.
Let me repeat myself. We are in technology. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
for technology, there's always advancement in technology, yes or no?
Yes.
Large firms have the financial capability to buy, to invest in any technology that is up to date, isn't it?
Yes.
Smaller firms do not have the same capability, yes or no?
Yes.
As a result of that, they fiddle out. They leave the market. They were forced to leave the market. It remains the ones that have the financial capability to continue.
Yeah.
Do you get it or not?
Yes, yes, clear.
You know, when you are able to invest in technology, you become more efficient, isn't it?
Yes.
So firms that do not have the same capability to do that, they become less efficiency. They become less efficient, sorry. They become less efficient. And when you become less efficient, your cost of production continues to rise.
And your output will decrease.
Yeah. Then, before you know it, you are out of the market. Is it clear?
Clear. Clear.
You have high startup cost, which is not clear here. I'm just going to explain it, okay? For high startup cost, we're talking about how big the amount of money you need to start the business with is. You know, some businesses in some markets, you need huge amount of money to start with. Yes or no?
Yes.
So if you don't have the same amount to start up with the business, to start the business, then you will not be able to invest in that industry.
This is about, Mr. If you don't have the money to start up the business, then you won't start it up at all.
You won't start it up at all. So as a result of that, you are discouraged to go into the market. So there's a barrier that's been created because of your lack of finance.
Therefore, you won't be able to compete in the market.
The point is that there's a barrier. My internet is lagging.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
You missed.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
There's a barrier that is created because of lack of finance to start up. So you don't have the amount of money needed to start that business in the market. So you created that barrier because of your lack of finance.
Clear.
The last one, economies of scale. Since most monopolies are large, they are able to exploit economies of scale. This means that their average costs are lower. As a result, they may be able to supply products to consumers at a lower price. This will obviously benefit consumers if the cost savings are passed on. It is argued that by some that if a firm has a monopoly in the domestic market, it can build strength and compete more effectively with competitors. But before this, these are the advantages of monopoly, I guess. Just hold on, please. I'm going to go back here. Okay. High startup cost. That is done. So I've explained high startup cost, which is the last thing there. So there are some things missing here, which are the advantages of monopoly. Are you with me?
You don't have them available.
Yeah, just hold on. I'm just going to get that now. Hold on, please.
Okay.
Just hold on, please.
Okay.
I don't know what happens with the PDF. It's not just clear, but it's fine. I'll find the information now. Okay,
What happened, mister?
nothing. I'm trying to figure out how to explain the advantages. They are not there. It's okay. Yes, hold on, please. I think we have one here. And disadvantages. So I have to explain the advantages on my own, for my own way, for my own understanding, because we only have one here. The rest are not clear from the PDF. Can you see the PDF file?
Yes, they're not clear.
Yeah, so I have to explain it from my own points now. Do you get my point?
Yes.
So the first advantage about monopoly is that it encourages research and development, R&D. Are you with me, please?
Hello. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, so monopolies, it encourages research and development. Why? Because with research and because you are the only business in that market, you'll be able to invest in different development products. You can research, you can develop because you have the financial capability to do so. And whatever cost you incurred, you will be able to cover it up because you are the price maker.
Clear.
I'm gonna repeat it again. The first advantage of monopoly is that it encourages research and development. Why? Because note that monopolies are price makers. As a result, they can charge higher prices. Yes or no?
Yes.
So because they can charge higher prices, it means whenever they invest on research and development, they will be able to cover up with the cost due to the price that they can charge at the end of the innovation of the product. At the end of the initiation of the product.
It's clear, mister.
That is research and development. It encourages it. Number two, it encourages innovation, coming up with new ideas, new product, new service. Because you are operating on a larger scale, because you have the financial capability, you can invest as much as whatever you want to invest on. So quality would improve because they are the only one producing in that market.
Can you repeat that?
Monopoly encourages innovation. Innovation means creating new products. Yes or no?
Yes.
So with research and development, you are able to come up with a product development. Yes or no?
Yes.
So this product development becomes the new product that you can sell. That is new idea, new business, new service. That is innovation. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that means monopoly has the financial capability to come up with new products at any point in time.
Clear, clear.
The third one is economies of scale, which is here. That's the third one.
Okay, so there's two missing points.
Yes, and I said it already.
Okay.
Now, for economies of scale, they say since monopolies are large, they are able to exploit economies of scale. This means that their average costs are lower. As a result, they may be able to supply products to consumers at a lower price. This will obviously benefit consumers if the cost savings are passed on. It is argued that by some that if a firm has a monopoly in the domestic market, it can build strength and compete more effectively with competition from overseas. This will help to increase employment and national income in the domestic economy. So, since it's a monopoly, it operates on a larger scale, right?
Yes.
Operating on a larger scale means your average cost of production would fall.
Because you're a large business, yes.
Yes. As a result, you'll be able to supply goods or services at a lower price to consumers, which is good.
Which is attractive to them.
Yeah, because you're selling at a lower price to them. Yes or no?
Yes.
So this benefits consumer,
Yeah.
but does not only benefit consumers. If the monopoly is a local monopoly or domestic monopoly, it can compete with the rest of the market overseas because it will have the financial capability to do so. Then exports in that country might increase. If you are the only one, if you are the strongest, if you are the only one producing in this country, that means you have the financial capability to compete with your foreign competitors to be able to export.
Clear.
Is it clear? So these are the
Yes,
advantages of monopoly.
you'll focus on the foreign instead of the domestic products.
Yes. Because you are big now, you are able to dominate the local market. As soon as you are done with the local market, the domestic market, you go into the foreign market.
Yes, you go international.
Yeah. Is it clear? Is it clear, please?
Clear.
Now we go to the
Clear, clear.
disadvantages now.
Okay.
Number one, higher prices. A firm that dominates the market is able to charge more for its product. Monopolists will tend to restrict output in order to force up the price. So, because it's a monopoly, yes, they enjoy economies of scale, but because they are still the price maker, they might charge higher prices. How do they do this? They do this by restricting orders. They restrict supplies. So the product seems to become short in the market. We don't find the product in the market. As a result of that, we are prepared to pay any price for it.
Okay.
You know, as monopoly, they are the
But
ones in
Mr.
charge. I'm going to repeat it, don't worry. For monopoly,
Okay.
they are price makers, right?
Yes.
They charge higher prices. They might not be able to charge higher
Yes.
prices. So they go into this logic by making sure that the product is scarce in the market. As soon as the product is scarce, they are the only supplier in the market, yes or no? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Are you there?
Mister, your Wi-Fi just cut out. No, I'm here, Mister. Your Wi-Fi cut out. You just stopped speaking.
Ah, okay. How is it now?
No, it's fine.
Okay. How can they charge higher prices? They are able to charge higher prices because they are the only suppliers in the market, yes or no?
Yes.
So since they are the only suppliers in the market, what they do is this: they stop supplying to the market. The product becomes scarce. As soon as the product becomes scarce, we are willing to pay any amount for the price for the product, yes or no?
Yes. The
So
product will
the
appreciate.
price will rise. Is it clear?
Clear.
So consumers are vulnerable to monopolists. That's the first point there.
Consumers are
Vulnerable.
vulnerable to.
They don't have any other choice.
Yes, they're
Whatever happens,
vulnerable to monopoly.
yeah. Is it clear or not?
Clear.
The second one, restricted choice. Because it's the only one in the market, consumer choice is restricted, obviously. We don't have any other choice. We can't choose from any other
Yes,
product. There's no substitute.
it's limited.
Yeah, there's no substitute. Is it clear?
Clear.
The third one,
Clear.
lack of innovation. The monopolist, they don't have the incentive, the motive to innovate. Why do they have to innovate? They are the only one in the market. There's no competitor. So why do they have to invest on new development? They don't have to. There's no motive. There's no pressure on them to do better. Yes or no?
What, Mister?
What?
Mister, the Mister, for lack of innovation, it just means that they're not making enough, and they're not making a variety of products. They're not
No,
making any
no,
dates or upgrades, anything.
no. Let me explain to you. Lack of innovation means a monopolist do not have the motive, the incentive to come up with new ideas, to even improve the existing product. Why? Because there's no competition in the market. Nobody's competing with them.
They're not going to be motivated to do anything.
Yeah, they don't even have to invest in research and development because they're just going to be wasting money. To them, it will not increase their profit.
Clear.
So there's no reason for them to invest in new products, to develop new products, to improve new products, to improve existing products. They don't even have to. There's no pressure on them to do that because there's no competitor. It is only when there's competition in the market that innovation will come up, because you want to do better, because you want to make your product to be different from those of your competitors. But here, nobody's competing with you.
Here you have no competitors there, so you
And
just
you
do
know
whatever you
why?
want.
Because we don't even have information about what they do. We lack knowledge, which is one of the features, which is not stated here. One of the features of monopoly is that consumers lack information about or knowledge about the product.
Ah, okay.
So
So
because we don't
they'll
have knowledge about the
purchase.
product, it is whatever they give to us,
Yeah.
we take. We cannot compare
Clear,
product
clear.
A and product B to check their content. We don't have any other one to compare with. So we lack knowledge about the information. We lack knowledge about the
But you
product
see,
itself. So as
you
a
only
result, they
have
do not have,
product A.
yep.
You only have product A. You can't compare it to anything else.
So you lack information, yes or no?
Yes, there's information gap.
There's information gap, thank you. Is it clear?
Clear.
And the last one, inefficiency. They are always inefficient. Why? Because they do not even need to keep their costs low. They know that whatever cost they incur, the price will be shifted to the consumers.
What do you mean? So the price will be shifted to the consumers.
Yeah, they incur more cost because they don't have reason. They become careless.
I don't get it, mister.
I will explain again. As a monopoly, they are the price maker, yes or no?
Yes.
Do they have any reason to reduce their cost of production?
No.
Whatever the cost they incur, it is shifted to we consumers, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so they become careless. They don't think about becoming efficient because there's no need to be efficient. Whatever cost they incur, we pay for it.
Because they don't have any competition.
Yes. So whatever cost they incur, we pay for it. And that might lead to inefficiency.
Clear.
Is it clear?
Clear.
So we go to MCQ. Are you there? Hello?
Yes.
So the first question, which of the following is the barrier to entry? Which of the
B.
following is the barrier to entry?
High startup cost.
High startup cost, great, number one. A. Number one, B.
B.
Question two. Which of the following is a feature of monopoly? A feature.
Barriers to entry. No, there's no, not barriers to entry. No, no, I know.
Is a feature of monopoly.
D, mister.
What? Hello?
D.
D, yes, great. So the answer is D.
Hello,
Question
Mr.
2 is D. So we end up the lesson, but you have these questions to do for me. For chapter 20, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, chapter 20.
For chapter 20, before our time runs up, for chapter 20, question 1, question 2, question 1, 2, 3, 4. Chapter 20.
All of them.
Are you here?
I'm here.
Chapter 20, question 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, all of the questions.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we don't have, okay, I think we have it. Oh my goodness. Okay, for chapter 19. Chapter 19, question 4. Question 1, question 2, question 4.
Okay, no, not question 3.
No, question 3. Question 1, question 2, question 4 for chapter 19.
Okay.
I'll be expecting
Okay.
them.
Clear.
Hello?
Yes, I have them. I've got them written down.
Okay, then. So,
I've got them, mister. I've got them.
okay, so how is everything?
Okay, for question For chapter 19, 1, 2, and 4. Chapter
Yes.
20, all of them.
Yeah. And how is the class?
Okay.
How is the class?
The class was good.
Okay,
No, the
great.
class was good, Mr.
Okay, great. So, for tomorrow's class, it will not be the same time. I will fix the date, I will fix the time, and I'll get back to you this evening.
Okay, tamam.
Sorry for the inconvenience, okay?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. See you soon.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.